have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Hey guys, how is everybody doing? I told y'all I'm going to start going live once a day. I don't know if I'm going to be going live on the weekends. I just wanted to kind of get it started, but wanted to talk about what's in the news. We kind of touched on it briefly, but I didn't really talk about it yesterday when I did my live. But I want to talk about the Donald Trump situation. Now, if you guys have been watching the news, you know that it's been a lot of stuff that's been stated. We do know, and that is because if you guys have been watching the news, you saw that video in which Trump is standing up there giving his speech, and then you hear pow, 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 and then you saw Trump do that, and then obviously they said there were shots. Well, y'all, a lot of information is coming out, y'all, and people saying some crazy stuff. Now, I know y'all have heard these theories in which people saying that it was fake. Now, I don't know what's fake about us actually seeing somebody get shot at. So I don't know when they say it was fake, what part of it is fake, because I know that I saw the pow pow and he grabbed his ear and then it was blood. But people were saying that it was a hoax and that Trump is potentially doing this to garner sympathy to get votes. Now, let me make it clear. Now, I don't really hate Trump. I don't really hate anybody. Am I going to vote for Trump? Probably not. But I just really want to talk about the situation. I am not a Trump supporter. I don't do all of that crazy stuff where people be overly so supportive to a person to the point that they don't have common sense. I don't do that. Some things that I like about Trump but I think I most of the things I don't like about him. So just make it clear. I'm not a Trump supporter. I know people that support Trump, so I don't hate him and none of that. But what I want to talk about is people are saying that Trump kind of put this together to garner sympathy, y'all, to get votes. And I'm like, listen, one thing I have learned is I don't think you can put anything past Trump. And the truth ain't in his ass. Now, I don't care what nobody say. When you can be caught telling multiple lies all the time, I just can't believe anything you say. So people are saying that he possibly did this to get sympathy. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I guess, sometimes people will do anything. But that is what they're being, what people are, stating. And also, now, I don't know if y'all missed this. This is also in the news. People were saying that whoever this guy was that, was supposedly doing the pow pow or whatever, that people saw this individual and alerted the authorities, but they didn't do nothing. So I'm just like, okay, this don't make a whole lot of sense, because we have although Trump is not a president, he is a former president. He has high level of security. So I'm not understanding why they would not take those concerns, when somebody is like, hey, somebody up there look like they may have a rifle or whatever, that they didn't take this, seriously. So then as I started to think, I said, this is weird that, people will make these claims that possibly they saw some funny business and that the Secret Service or whoever is in charge did not do anything. So I think that was a little bit weird to me. And then with the claims of people saying, hey, this was a hoax. Now, I don't know if it was a hoax, but it does seem a little weird. And also, guys, another thing that seemed very weird to me, they were able to play some of the audio. And do y'all know what Trump was saying? That he needed to get his shoes. Now, listen, I ain't never been shot at, but let me tell you one damn thing. If somebody is shooting at me, I'm not concerned about my damn shoes. So I was like, why would he be talking about he need to get his shoes? Then after he's heard saying he needs to get his shoes, they are clearly telling him to come on. We got to move. We got to go. And he's doing this. So I'm just like, what? So to me, it seemed so weird for somebody who had just been shot at, but instead of them trying to get themselves to safety, they want to throw up their fists to the audience. And I'm just like, at that point, you kind of endangering everybody, because if you guys recall that particular picture where you kind of see all the Secret Service surrounding Trump, if y'all were paying attention, they were actually shielding him with their body. So I thought that was kind of crazy that your life is in danger and you want to throw your fists up. I mean, if somebody's shooting at me, I'm ducking, I'm hiding. The last thing I'm going to be doing is throwing up my fists and saying I need to get my shoes. So I was like, y'all, that's kind of weird. That, he would be concerned about his damn shoes at a time where he could have been hit in the head, but it was like nicked in the ear. And again, y'all, with these conspiracy people saying that it was set up. And I'm just like, if somebody set up for somebody to shoot at them while they're standing there when it could have just killed them, I said, that's crazy. But we don't know how far people will go to do the things that it is that they trying to do. So I wanted to kind of talk about that. And also, there was a man that was just a regular person. And I said, this was really sad, because imagine you going, and I mean, you can be a Trump supporter. You don't have to, be a Biden supporter, but just think about, the people that's going to these rallies, and, you could very well get hurt, which is bad, because they did identify two people. The first guy was the 20-year-old man who actually tried to take Trump out. They said that he worked at a nursing home, and he's from a suburban in Pittsburgh. So that is who this guy was. But the crazy part, y'all, is that this guy that tried to take Trump out was a registered Republican. So it's kind of weird. So I don't know, I mean, he was a Republican. Generally, candidates, or, the Republican Party or the Democratic Party, they support their candidate. Now, I'm not saying that like I'm with the Democrat Party, but let me kind of explain to y'all why I'm with the Democrat Party, because not so much of myself, but because of the people that I love and that I support, they in most terms benefits more so, from the Democrat Party. And sometimes, and I'm just going to say this, sometimes the Democrats feel like, kind of feel like they need to be doing more, but you're never going to find one person that's going to serve your purpose 100%. But for me, I'm just going to stay with that party. Okay. And I'm not saying I 100%, agree with Joe Biden, but when I'm comparing the two with him and Donald Trump, I cannot, I couldn't vote for Donald Trump just because this is one thing in particular, all the racism and the hatred that comes with this man. I just cannot associate myself with that. And then, all of the removing, free lunch and all of that from schools. It is people that is broke, they're poor. Now, if you take free lunch out of schools, now I got one son that's in high school. It's not going to affect my life, but there are so many people who cannot afford to get a kid's lunch money. So that those kind of things affect me. So like I said, I don't vote for a candidate strictly based on what is so much better for me, but I like to consider other people. And for the people in my life, again, sometimes the Democrats can be irritating. I feel like those, the Democratic Party is going to best serve the people that I care about. What you say? Republicans already doing interviews saying this is oh, girl, thank you, Janet. I knew it was something I was missing. And again, when I said, was this a ploy to garner views? Because now they're trying to say, oh, this the Democrats. So it's just like, this is one of the reasons that I cannot vote for Trump, because he just seemed like a liar. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, no, this man does not take responsibility for anything. But yes, they're trying to say it's the Democrats. And it's just like, when do we act? I mean, even if you ain't professional and you ghetto, I can be ghetto, I can be unprofessional, I can do all of that. But it just seems like when you are a president, you come and bring your best. All of this pointing the fingers and you did this. This man done been convicted of so many felonies. I mean, it's just like at this point, if we gonna have a president that's a multiple, not one or not two, but a multiple convicted felon, I don't want to see that on any job application. The only job application I want you to check for somebody background is if they working with kids, if they working with old people, if they're working in a hospital, or anything that is a person providing care to another individual. But if we're gonna have a president who is considered a scammer, and not only that, y'all, I'm not even talking about the RAPE, and we're not even finna say allegations because he has been convicted, honey. So we're not even going with the allegations. So I feel like too, with Trump, it's all about his color, because if this was Obama, his would have been gone. It seems like Trump is getting this preferential treatment only because of the color of his skin. If y'all recall, when Obama was in office, it was the narrative that Trump created that he wasn't even an American. So it's just too many things that come with Trump that, deep down inside, I just can't accept as a human being. Trump may very well, if he win, get in office, and he may create a lot of stuff for business owners, which would be, beneficial to me. But from my standpoint, I feel like Trump creates things to benefit himself. If you guys recall, everybody talked about the PPP loans, but what people fail to realize is Donald Trump was one of the number one people that benefited from those. So it's like, is he really creating stuff to help people? No, he's creating shit to help himself. And I just can't get with that. So this guy who tried to take his ass home to glory was a registered Republican. They said this man packed explosive in his vehicle and he drove to the campaign rally for about an hour away from his home. Okay. They said he was a nursing home employee and he was, of the Democrat Party. So I'm just like, with all of that, I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. But I guess you can be of the Democrat Party and just don't damn like Trump. I mean, that could be very well true. What they were saying is that law officials were kind of working overtime to just trying to learn more about this guy and what was going on during, or before the time that he actually, committed this crime. And, obviously he was deleted and all of that. Trump is a mess. So, so the man is, I mean, obviously he's deleted, but, there was also supposedly some, what am I trying to say? Or they're looking into some alleged threatening or writing something on social media posts, which was from supposedly this guy, this Republican guy. So they're looking into that. But I just feel like, I mean, if, the guy was, or I'm not saying the guy, but people were actually there saying that they were trying to say, hey, this, whatever information that they was trying to provide, but nobody was paying attention. Now, they said this guy graduated, because I read this, I was like, okay, so the guy graduated from high school in 2022, so he's young. And they were saying that actually the guy seemed to be pretty smart, but whatever. But also, y'all, they were talking about the guy. So another guy was killed. Now, this guy was, let me see. His name was Corey. And I guess he was a firefighter, and he died. So I don't know if Corey was actually hit as this guy was trying to hit Trump. But listen, if y'all are supporting Trump, y'all may want to stay away from these, these events, because we got an innocent man that lost his life for going to this place to support Trump. And my whole entire feeling too, when it comes to Trump, he encompasses violence. Everything that comes out of his mouth has to do with violence. If you guys recall, and I remember him saying this, he stated that if he didn't win, it would be a bloodbath. So he's clearly saying that if he don't win, people gonna die. So it's just like, I wouldn't, I wouldn't go to anything like this. But this guy, Corey, they said he was deleted during the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. So they said it was thousands of people who were there. And it says he died actually trying to protect his family, according to the governor and the Pennsylvania State Police. So yeah, this guy, I mean, I'm just like, wow. So they said he was a dad, he had a daughter, he was a firefighter, he went to church every Sunday, he loved his community, he had a wife. So this guy just lost his life, trying to support this idiot. Janet says, why do you think they took him out so fast? Because they already knew where he was, either because of the plot or because that witness told them before any pow. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's this whole thing is kind of weird. Like, it's weird to the point that, even after Trump is, pow, he talking about he got to get his shoes. So that's kind of crazy that, just think, if I'm even in a situation and, pow is ringing out, I'm going to be ducking and trying to figure out how to get the hell up out of there. But the fact that you lost your shoe and your whole concern is, where's my shoe? That's just weird to me. That was very weird. And also, the reason why I, mentioned his shoe is because they actually played the audio and he was saying, I got to get my shoe. And I'm just like, his shoe? Do you even remember that you have shoes at the point that somebody is trying to take you to glory? Somebody said to hell, right? That's right. Well, I don't know. He probably asked for forgiveness. We'll know. But I thought that was really weird. So I don't know, with regards to the conspiracies and all of that, but it's a little bit weird that, somebody's shooting at you and the first thing you got to say is, I got to get my shoes. You said political theater. Okay, Laura, you mean hell? Yes. So I thought that was very odd. And y'all know Joe Biden did a press conference. Child, he don't give a damn about Trump, but he definitely did a press conference. I guess he want to make sure he's politically correct. Y'all know Obama, tweeted out something. They know they don't mess with Trump like that. But yeah, so yeah, Obama and what am I trying to say? Joe Biden did come out and make a statement. Yeah, so, and listen, look at this, y'all. This is another thing I wanted to share. I don't know, what just happened? Did they this be doing too much? I don't know why this thing be. But another thing I wanted to talk about when I had mentioned about the entire situation, is this just something that was created for Trump to gain sympathy, for the simple fact that, where is my article? But anyway, I'm just going to tell y'all about it because I can't find it. But it is an article, y'all, out here. Make sure you click share. Okay. There's an article out here in which they were saying that, by Trump being shot at, does that make him more appealing to black voters. Do y'all see how they try to treat black people? So why in the hell does he need to get shot at to be more appealing to black people? Like, I have a problem with that, because all black people ain't been shot at. All black people are not living in neighborhoods where they're getting shot at, just like all white people ain't, white trash and all of that. So all with these stereotypes is highly irritating, because there's an article out here, y'all, and I want to show it to y'all. It actually states that, yeah, by Trump being shot at, does that make him more appealing to black people? And I'm just like, what does that got to do with it? So I don't know. It could be some kind of plot. Some people are extremely sick, where the average person was say, I could never do that. But, it's some people that do that. They would definitely, do that. Would Trump do it? I don't know. But a lot of this is just not freaking adding up. It's just not. It's not adding up. Frankly, with him trying to get his damn shoes, that was enough for me right there. Because generally a person getting shot doesn't look for their shoes. So that just didn't add up for me at all. It didn't make sense. It did not add up. None of that adds up. So I don't know what y'all think about it. I don't know what you guys think with regards to this. But Joe did come out. Joe Biden. I said Joe Biden. So Joe Biden did come out, y'all. And let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find the article, because he did come out and make a statement. Let me see if I can find it. All right, y'all, let me show y'all this right here. It's all these pop-ups. It's just so irritating. Go back. Y'all stop all these pop-ups. But yeah, Joe Biden did come out and he made a little he made a statement, y'all. Let's get into what Joe Biden had to say, because Joe know he don't give a damn about Trump. He need to quit faking. Because wait a minute, y'all, let me turn the volume up. It's taking too long. All right, so I got the volume up. Let's get into this.
I spoke with Donald Trump. I'm sincerely grateful that he's doing well and recovering. And we had a short but good conversation. Jill and I are keeping him and his family in our prayers. We also extend our deepest condolences to the family of the victim who was killed. The father. He was protecting his family from the bullet. We're grateful to the Secret Service agents and other law enforcement agencies and individuals who risked their lives literally for our nation. As I said last night, there is no place in America for this kind of violence, or any violence for that matter. An assassination attempt is contrary to everything we stand for as a nation, everything. It's not who we are as a nation. It's not America. And we cannot allow this to happen. Unity is the most elusive goal of all, but nothing is important than that right now, unity. We'll debate and we'll disagree. That's not going to change, but we're going to not lose sight of the fact who we are as Americans. Look, Vice President Harris and I were just briefed in the Situation Room by my Homeland Security team, including the Director of the FBI, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Attorney General, the Director of the Secret Service, my Homeland Security Advisor, the National Security Advisor, and we're going to continue to be briefed. The FBI is leading this investigation, which is still in its early stages. We don't yet have any information about the motive of the shooter. We know who he is. I urge everyone, please, don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliations. Let the FBI do their job and their partner agencies do their job. I'm instructed that this investigation be thorough and swift, and the investigators will have every resource they need to get this done. Look, as this investigation continues, Here's what we're going to do. First, Mr. Trump, as a former president and nominee of the Republican Party, already receives a heightened level of security. And I've been consistent in my direction of the Secret Service to provide him with every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure his continued safety. Second, I've directed the head of the Secret Service to review all security measures for the Republican National Convention, which is scheduled to start tomorrow. And third, I've directed an independent review of the national security at yesterday's rally to assess exactly what happened. And we'll share the results of that independent review with the American people as well. And finally, I'll be speaking more about this tonight at greater length from the Oval Office. We must unite as one nation. We must unite as one nation to demonstrate who we are. And so may God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you very much.
All right. All right, y'all. So that was Joe Biden. But did anybody catch this? Now, this is another thing. Uh-oh. So, y'all, this is another thing that I wanted to speak about. Did anybody happen to catch Trump? I think it was his tweet or something where he said he was hit. But did y'all read the when they had did the story? You know how they do it online. They said, now this is from the Secret Service. It says the Secret Service confirms Trump was not hit by a bullet, but injured by glass from his teleprompter that was shattered from a bullet. So I don't know. It just seems like I was just like, I'm sure Trump would have went to like the hospital or somewhere to get checked out. At which point they would have said you were hit by a bullet or you were hit by glass or whatever. So why is it that Trump don't seem to understand if he was hit by a bullet or not? So I'm just like, why is these stories all over the place? So I'm confused. I'm confused because he said that he had been, she had been pow, but when the Secret Service, they released the information, they said that he wasn't. So what do y'all make about that? I'm just like, these stories, they all over the place. And I'm just like, what is real and what is not? Let me see if I can share this one article that I've been trying to share with y'all. I'm not sure what the heck is going on. Let's see if I can share it. But yeah, something not right with that whole story. Because, I mean, why don't you know if you've been hit by a bullet? It's just, I don't know why it won't let me share. I think because I'm signed into another. It says screen share. It was canceled. Make sure you click share on the right. So I'm trying to figure something else. Biden didn't say anything about the Pacific new protocol that will ensure that the situation will not. Yeah, Biden probably trying to figure this out himself because I don't know, y'all. This is just, it's kind of crazy, but it just seems like what it did was make people be like, the Democrat, party, they're trying to, delete Trump. And I don't think that is correct. It just seems like a false narrative, which again, it made me question some other things. Cause I'm like, why did this happen? Like, why did that happen? Like, I'm still trying to figure out how he keeps saying he was hit. But then the Secret Service is saying that he wasn't, that it was a teleprompter. So I'm just like, a lot of this stuff don't add up. It just don't add up. So, I don't know. People were saying that, it was fake. But let me read to y'all what Donald Trump said. He said, I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. This is Trump saying he was pow pow. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. What? Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America. Trump is saying here that he was shot, but then the Secret Service says, let me get y'all to what the Secret Service say, because I'm just like, which is it? Like, how is he? I mean, he was either shot or he wasn't, but the Secret Service should seem to have the similar information. So why is the Secret Service saying that he wasn't shot? So I'm just like, is Trump trying to just make it seem like, he got shot so people can have sympathy for him? I'm just not understanding, but I'm trying to find it where it says, I know I just saw it, but the Secret Service is like confirming like he was never shot. So I'm just like, make this make sense. I mean, I get it. It was traumatic, but why these stories don't add up? Like, was he shot or wasn't he shot? So that just didn't make any sense to me at all. And then we know that President Obama did a statement, and he said, there is absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't yet know exactly what happened, we should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt, and use this moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respecting our politics. Michelle and I are wishing him a quick recovery. So, I mean, what do y'all think? This is just crazy because the stories don't add up. And I think that is what led people to think that, is this real? Is this staged? Because these stories don't add up. It just don't. I mean, we saw the pow pow, whatever, but people were saying, that they feel like that this was set up for him to garner sympathy and get more votes. And hey, it could be, but I mean, I know what I saw, but was it staged? I don't know. Could it have been staged? I don't know. I just don't understand why, if the police were notified about this situation, why didn't they do anything? It doesn't seem like they took any action. And then like Trump is responding, talking about, I got to get my shoes. Like none of that. That just don't make sense to me. It just don't. What y'all think? Biden didn't say anything. Somebody said when he put up his fist, he said fight. That's the same thing he said before the insurrection on the Capitol. I don't care if President Biden is in a wheelchair, right? The way you right, Democrat, yeah. Yeah, I know, girl. I know you ain't worried about the way I'm pronouncing something, because I bet you pronounce stuff different too, Miss Gwen. Y'all be killing me how y'all know what be the funniest thing about doing YouTube and being a YouTuber? Y'all be critical about every single thing. But I bet if y'all was just that critical about the littlest things in your life, you would be a lot happier, because y'all can, how some people can point out every little thing that somebody else does wrong. If y'all can do that in y'all own life, y'all would be the shit. Okay. But, yeah, I'm just saying, y'all, yeah. Coco says, yeah, when he put that fit, it's just like, yeah, if you've been shot, why are you talking about? Right. My thing is, if you've been shot, I mean, just think about it. If I'm in a situation where I'm being shot, I bet you I'm not going to be throwing up my fist. I'm about to be hitting the ground. So a lot of that didn't make any sense to me. And I'm not saying that it was fake or if it was staged. I'm just saying your natural reaction to, dude, you got nicked here. Isn't that like right by your head? Like you got nicked and you talking about putting up your fist and give me my shoes. That just didn't add up for me. So I don't know if it's just me, but it just didn't add up. That didn't add up for me at all. Like, listen, I'm just saying, maybe, he just knew the Secret Service was going to get in there or whatever. But I'm just like, look, for me, I'm going to hit the flow. Oh, somebody said, so glad you live. This is off topic, but I wanted to say something while you're live. I think you should some kind of way try to get an interview. You said with Cordell. Yeah, I don't know. Cordell probably ain't thinking about old Portia. He probably ain't. Village girl, I'm black and never been shut. He is trying to use black people. Exactly. And see, that's the thing that I don't like about Trump, is because he don't seem authentic. Again, I'm not saying Biden is it. Biden, I mean, he seems a little tired, but at the end of the day, him and Trump is about the same age. So my thing is with Biden is he does have values. I feel like with Trump, any damn thing goes. I feel like anything goes with Trump. I feel like he has no values. He has no morals. If you guys been following this, since Trump now got convicted, they don't went and passed the law now that if you're a president, you can really do anything and you can't go to jail. What the F is that? Like, come on now. Like, y'all are worshiping Trump as if he's some kind of God. Like, they done put something in place that if a president commits a crime while in office, it's okay. Like, how? So how is this? Like, I just can't do Trump. I cannot do Trump at all. I just can't. Just my morals and my ethic values and how I care about other people just will not allow me to be a Trump supporter. And not only that, I have my own mind and I have my own ability to think outside the box. I'm not going to be 100% with anybody because, again, with the Trump situation, you got 33 felonies. Now, if you black and you got one felony, they try to count you out, let alone 33. So now we finna have a president with all of these felonies, but that's okay. Come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense, right? This could be a way to win the black folks vote, to show, yeah, exactly. I gotta agree with you, girl, on that one because what is it, mode or culture? I hope I'm saying it right. No, made. Child, I got on glasses and can't see. It says mode or culture. She says this could be a play to win the black folks vote, to show he a gangster. I noticed he pumped his fist up after, right? That's what niggas do. It's sad Biden got the black vote. And you know what? I just think like the fact and the thing about it is you can tell that is what he's using to try to win the black vote. And it just kind of seemed to me, it's kind of humiliating because are you trying to say that the only thing black people are concerned about is ghetto stuff like that? So that's the type of stuff that actually pissed me off because I'm just like, dude, that is just not it. That is just not it. So yeah, I saw that. I saw that. And that was some bull crap. And that's, again, I didn't understand that because I'm like, dude, if you getting shot at, you throwing up your fists and they clearly telling you to get down and you talking about you got to get your shoes, then they all shielding them. That would have been the day I lost my job because you don't want to follow directions. You about to get us all killed because you don't want to listen. But that could be, and I feel like too, that is, it comes also from Trump's, the way he feel about certain colors of people, because you think the only way that you can appeal to black people is to be ghetto. Like, I don't like that either. He talks about Mexicans, and what about his statement about the black jobs? What does that mean? Like, I don't understand what that means. I mean, I can kind of figure out what he's trying to say, but it's very racist. Somebody said Biden and Trump. I said Trump. Biden and Trump are one in the same. They just carry themselves differently. Perhaps you should go back and look at some of the old footage from Biden from back in the day. He was, yeah. Okay, so what you gonna do, Ree James? Are you not voting then? What's your resolve? Because these people are all politicians seeking the black vote, needing the black vote. We need to become more savvy as people and we need to become more savvy as people and vote, and someone who really has our best interests at heart. So what my question was to you, Reed James, who are you going to vote for? Because unfortunately, you have two people. So you need to pick one or the other. So like I said, you ain't going to never find nobody that is going to, James is blocked on my end. So you're never going to find anybody that is going to be 100%, that's going to, have your total interest at heart. So when you say, the black people need to vote, absolutely, but you still need to find somebody to vote for. He's saying he's trying to make a relatable situation all to black folks by getting, yeah, exactly. And that's what's irritating to me, because I mean, I know ghetto people, I know ghetto white people, I know ghetto black people. I don't like when you try to present black people as ghetto, because we're all not ghetto, just like all white people not trash. Like, make it make sense. And Reed James, as a people, most politicians minimize us, our value, our intelligence, or our more fiber and our general knowledge about what this thing really is. I agree, but I'm still trying to figure out, James, who are you voting for? I mean, I agree. Biden is no innocent party, but at the end of the day, we have to vote. We only have two people to vote for. So for me, I have to pick the lesser of two evils. So, for me, I mean, I just can't pick Trump. So it only leaves Biden. And honestly, I wish it was a third candidate, but at this point, we don't have one. We just have those two. So I don't know. I'm trying to ask you, who do you vote for? Trump wanted his shoes because he's a narcissist. He's never on the same, that's true. He's never on the same page as everyone else. He is thinking about himself and the way he looks. Maybe, which is really creepy, because if somebody is allegedly trying to take your life, nigga, you ain't gonna need no shoes, because you're gonna be 6 feet under. Like, really, so yeah, that could be true. That very well could be true. He could be thinking about his appearance, which leads me to my next thing. Do this nigga got a mental problem or something? Because you worried about your shoes and you gonna be 6 feet under. Okay, you say, I work for the U.S. Department of Labor. Okay, so I work for the United States government, so I'm not going to tell y'all where, because I'm going to be quitting real soon, because I don't like it. And Coco said, remember, he did the tennis shoes for votes. He showed it. Now you understand what I'm saying, trying to minimize us like we stupid, trying to give us stuff that you feel like is going to be relatable to us. And that's why I can't vote for him. Like, I just can't. I can't. And I agree, Biden is not everything. But if I had to, pick the two, and y'all have to understand is, as people get more mature and they get knowledgeable, hopefully they get smarter, right? If you just gonna stay dumb your entire life, that's just you. So I'm not saying Joe Biden has been this great person his whole life. Hell, he ain't great now. Kamala Harris, she done put all these people in jail. So I'm not saying that they're perfect, but I'm saying in this situation, you need to pick which one, because you got to pick somebody. Okay, hey, Carmen. Carmen says the black vote is valuable, but at the same time, Trump wants to take away the right. Yes, he does. He wants to take away the right from us with this project. I'm about to put this one on the screen, y'all. Okay, Carmen says the black vote is valuable, but at the same time, Trump wants to take away that right from us. Exactly. With this Project 2025 on the agenda, that itself will take away all of our rights. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's so many reasons why I can't vote for Trump. I will literally, and maybe that's what I'm going to do, in another video that I'm going to do. Maybe I just need to write this stuff down and just read it from my notepad, because there is so many reasons that I just cannot vote for Trump. That being number one, Trump does not want you guys to vote. So, but This is the black people, and y'all supporting this lunatic. Like, I don't understand. Trump don't respect minorities. Y'all hear how this man talk about Mexicans. Like, who does that? So it's just like Trump plays the game, and I can't vote for dude. When you said, does Trump got a mental problem? Yeah, he does. He definitely does. He is a narc for real in real life. Trump is a narcissist, no cap. Y'all Google narcissist, actually read word for word what that is. Yeah, I was talking to my mother about it, and she like, look, because my mother, she does a lot like with psychology. She's like, look, anybody with any common sense knows that that man has a mental problem. So I'm just like, yeah, but yeah, y'all gotta, that's like the number one reason. Trump understands how powerful, minorities are. And I mean, and black people, Mexicans, and all of the people that's not white, when they come together, he don't want y'all asses to vote. He don't want it. And in all honesty, Trump feels like he is superior to y'all Negroes and y'all Mexicans that he's always talking about. I can't vote for him. I just can't. In my spirit, I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it. James James, well said. We're going to have to figure it out. You just keep opening up these great forums that you do, and we'll figure it out together. Well, at this point, James, I gotta vote for, Biden. Now, listen, I'm not saying he the best president, but like in my house, everybody in my house is registered except for my one son, which I think you have to be 17 and a half. So he won't be able to vote in this election, but, coming around whenever the next time is, he'll be able to vote. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, Biden is, I gotta vote for Biden, child. He in a wheelchair. If he blind, crazy, stupid, I just gotta vote for Biden because I just can't vote for Trump. I just can't. I just can't do it. And all the crazy, nonsense where people feeling like they're superior, get the hell away from me with that. You cannot judge a person because they're black or they're white or they're this color, and you think that because of the color that they less. It's black people that's doing more things than white people, and vice versa. Don't try to put nobody in a certain category because of the color of their skin. I don't like that. I just can't deal with that. Y'all don't know how I feel like when I go places and you just looking like a regular person, and then people will look at you and then try to judge you, and then you have to open your mouth and get them all the way together, and then now they come correct. Like, people get tired of that. But a lot of times people will see you because you black, maybe you look young. Oh, they see you may be dressed a certain way. They feel like that they are more superior to you, and I just don't like that. And that is what I get from Trump. And a lot of the people that support him. And then from my take on it, a lot of the people that support him that may like be minorities or black people, for some reason, they keep saying Trump gave us this check or Trump gave, and I'm so tired of hearing that story, because from my understanding, the money that they received or whoever was eligible for it, that was money that was fought by with the other party, but Trump just held it up because he wanted to put his name on it. So I'm just like, y'all listen, mode or culture. I hear black folks outnumber everybody. Number, it comes to amount of people who can vote. We outnumber everybody else. Yeah, but you know what I've been hearing though? A lot of people are just like, and this is what I've been hearing, not really from the Republicans, but a lot from the Democrats. Like, I ain't voting. So it's the thing about it, if you don't vote, it's really a vote for Trump, because keep in mind, if we don't vote, they gonna vote. So that just means that it's a less amount of votes that's gonna count for, the Democratic Party. So it's like, if you don't vote, you might as well then vote for Trump, because they gonna vote. So like I said, I'm going to vote. I wish I had another choice, but I guess I got to go with Biden right now. So, got to go with old Biden. But I'm not sure if this was all a ploy to get more votes. But like I said, I would not be surprised if it wasn't. I mean, it is a stupid ploy, but we talking about Trump, y'all. We talking about Trump. Trump has been convicted of 33 felonies. Here's the deal though. That does not even include his charges down here in Georgia. Because if y'all remember, everything that's going on in Georgia has been halted by that situation with Fani Willis and her special prosecutor, which really didn't have nothing to do with Trump. But what they've done is they've asked the judge to put it on hold, because really what they're trying to do is buy more time. But what they've asked the judge to do is send it to another prosecutor. So it's just like, I mean, this dude don't want to take responsibility for nothing he did, but let your black tail do something. You're going to go to jail if you did it or if you didn't do it. So I just can't get with that. I can't get with it. So, y'all, what y'all thinking in this chat? Let's see what y'all saying. What y'all saying in this chat? What y'all saying? Let's see. Remember, okay, let's see. I'm just looking to see what y'all saying in the chat. I remember, okay, I saw that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at the chat. I'm just looking at the chat to see what y'all talking about in the chat. I think the next time I do the video on Trump, I'm going to come back with my notes to make sure I got everything, because there's so many reasons that I just can't vote for Trump, y'all. It's just so many. I literally have to write them down. But unless y'all got something else to say, I'm going to get on up out of here. If y'all don't got nothing else to say, y'all ain't got nothing else to say, I'm going to get on up out of here. But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video, y'all. I'm going to get on up out of here then. Talk to y'all later.